to do this the right way. Because every day and every night, somebody wants to hear about Santa. And it cries, we for Santa to come. But this year, what will you think about Santa? But there is one other problem. You have to be on your guard because your guard will never let you down because of how you do it. You have to know what it is and true because Santa is coming. And let me tell you, there used to be a live Santa before I was here. And every time they used to have real reindeers. And they're coming back. Santa is coming back again. He comes in a spirit. His soul still lives on. Mm-hmm. What that do it matter? Oh, there it is. I got
Muting. Unmuted.
it. Mm-hmm. Stolen vehicle. Yep. And moving quick.
go much further south. But do what you can. You have to go further. Okay. Okay. Rear passenger window. Catch up as you can. Okay, westbound. I'm sorry, eastbound. 42, I think. 42nd Street eastbound. You're good. You're on. Turn a little bit more left. You're gonna go over the top of him. He's right below us. 12 o'clock. I know. I'm just telling you. Yeah, I saw that. Throwing money out of the car on 42nd Street. Okay, stop. He's going southbound. Right under us. Let him hold up. Let him pass. Okay, turning back eastbound. Come around left. Hard left. Back. Still throwing money out. Keep going. Please go back westbound as quickly as you can. He's getting away from us. Westbound. Right there. He's right down there. Coming up on Vermont again. Going northbound now. Northbound Vermont. Hold that. Coming back westbound. Throwing money out. Eastbound. Come around left. Okay, come on left, please. Okay, back northbound. Easy. Okay, turn right. Northbound. Hold on. There we go. Catch up, please. Northbound. Southbound. We're ready to go when you guys are. Are we talking, Jay? Okay, turning right. Turning right. Westbound. Going northbound. Yeah, wow, what a wild pursuit. LA County Sheriff's in pursuit of this SUV Volvo. You can see that suspect. Here, we're in South Los Angeles right now. We'll give you an updated location as it becomes available. But this suspect has stopped several times during this pursuit, as you mentioned earlier, and letting other suspects get out of the vehicle. That was up in LAPD's jurisdiction or foothill. Now they're northbound Vermont here in the South Los Angeles. Just made a westbound turn, very down near the Coliseum, but just a few blocks south. And you can see every couple of blocks here as he goes westbound, you can see that money flying out. And 3 or 4 LA County Sheriff's deputies in pursuit in this LAPD area. We're in LAPD Southwest Division down here and going into 77th Division. But you can see trying to divert these officers, these suspects throwing money out of the window. We're going to catch up if we can here westbound. We're getting a little far behind it. And we're coming back westbound, passing Budhoff. Robbery suspects right now. We're not sure what they robbed, but this did all start about half an hour ago in the Santa Clarita area. LA County Sheriffs have been in pursuit of him for about 30 minutes. Like we said earlier, dropped off 2 suspects at 2 different locations up in LAPD Foothill area where they set up a perimeter, and now currently LAPD looking for them. But right now we have at least definitely one person, the driver, and possibly a second person, because we have seen money flying out of that back window of that car. You can see out there that almost looks like there might be someone in that right rear passenger seat. You can see that window down as we catch up a little bit here. Continuing westbound, we'll get you that straight here in a second. But Philip, you could say generally right now we've seen different speeds from the suspect. At times he's sped up, at times he's slowed down, going through definitely southbound here as we turn left. We're getting down to that LAX critical area, but we've seen several times where we've just driven fast and it's slower, trying to lose the deputies, but I see more money flying out of there. But right now, going southbound, we'll give you a street here in a second. But varying speeds, Philip, to answer your question, yes, definitely going through lights, but not going through lights in such a manner that he's stopping and slowing down to make sure he doesn't get that enemy traffic here as he goes back to the west there. I'm sorry, eastbound. But not to hit any vehicles. Eastbound 40th Street, we believe right now. 48th Street, we're getting information here. Go ahead. Well, right now we're down in South Los Angeles, and we're getting into the approach path where definitely the law enforcement helicopters are flying much lower than we are, so they're allowed down low to stay with this pursuit. But the media helicopters, sometimes we have to stay out of the way of those jets coming into the LAX area. Now we're coming up on 48th Street Western right now, so we're being cleared. Now we're northbound Western here from 48th Street, but we have to be clear that LAX jet traffic coming in. So we're gonna keep it with you. We're gonna keep it as close as we can here as it comes northbound on Western. Good. Right turn. Right turn. Right turn. Yeah. Southbound. Well, yeah, we're thinking that it's possibly southbound. Yeah, generally, Philip, he's staying in the same area, very close to the Coliseum, probably within about a square mile area, just to the south and to the west of the Coliseum. Looks like he's heading up for a westbound turn here. I believe this is Vernon. I'm sorry, eastbound on Vernon Street, making his way back towards Vermont. Now, what we're seeing is we're not sure if there's two or you see a bag just came out, like a plastic bag, possibly what the money was in, just came out. More bags being thrown out. Possibly one or two people in the back seat. It's hard to tell. We've seen both of those rear windows roll down, and we've seen that person in the back seat out of both of those windows. Very hard to tell if it's that same person or a different person as he continues eastbound here. But yeah, we see pedestrians jumping out of the way as he turns southbound here. See pedestrians jumping out of the way. More money. Yeah, southbound here. We're gonna catch up here southbound now. Again, look at that. Look at people running out in the street picking up this money. Absolutely. Yeah, now we're back eastbound again, making his way back towards Figueroa. We'll give you the street here in a second. But yeah, throwing money out almost every few blocks, and you can see people diving out of the street to get that cash. Now that we're on the air and everybody's watching this, you can see everybody running into the streets that are right in that intersection there as he's throwing money out. Now be assured that that is a felony. You're not allowed to take that money. That's supposed to be get back to the police department. Right now, that's stolen money, and that's almost people in a truck there. But now going back northbound. Yeah, Yeah, that you can see this truck now, pedestrian truck, just a civilian truck trying to get his way to slow him down. Definitely don't want to do that. Now this other truck is involved in this pursuit, which is not a good idea. Not sure if that person is running interference for this person or is involved, but that is something that person is definitely be taken into custody for getting involved in this pursuit and interfering with police operations. You don't want to do that. He's back to the right or back behind us out, so we're going to go as more money comes out. A lot of people watching this getting involved in this pursuit, running out the streets back westbound as we hurry up to catch up. You can see that at least three or four units, we have six sheriff's cars involved. LA County Sheriff's Air Support Aero Bureau overhead right now. As they come back up, we believe this is either Hoover or Vermont. Look at all the people just standing around waiting for this. Passing Vermont. Yeah, moving now westbound on 47 from Vermont. Slowing down a little bit, but we have to be real careful for airspace here with LAX, so we're trying to coordinate to get you closer. But now everybody is out of the streets here, Philip and Leslie. Everybody's out watching this pursuit through these areas, through these streets. Yeah, it's almost as if they're actually getting in the way of the pursuing officers. They're jumping in front of those police cars as that money flies out. Extremely dangerous. I mean, look at all those people. I've never seen anything like this. It's incredible. Westbound, northbound. Yeah. Well, I can't imagine how much money was stolen, but he has definitely been throwing bills out here for the past, I don't know, 15 minutes now, and they just keep coming. So he must have got quite a lot of cash from that robbery. But you can see more people. They don't care. They're walking around the street right in front of those sheriff's deputies as he continues here westbound, working his way, eastbound, working his way back towards Figueroa. But north. Yeah, and you got to remember too that. Go ahead, Leslie. Southbound Vermont, going under us to the left. Yeah, now he's southbound Vermont here, running in the 40 and the 50s down here, as far as the streets are concerned. Driving a little bit more rapidly. We've crossed out, seen him cross the oncoming traffic here. Now that's back on Vernon and Vermont. You can see all the pedestrians out here continuing southbound of Vermont from Vernon. He's picking up the speed a little bit, picking up into oncoming traffic, and more pedestrians keep coming out the street. Now, again, you got to remember, this is all evidence. All this money is, you obviously cannot take this money, and there are cameras and people are watching here. Look at that, and they're going back westbound. It is. So, eastbound. Yeah, Leslie, absolutely. That now that we got the confirmation it was a bank robbery. And what's interesting about that as he goes eastbound on 47th Street is to find out if there were weapons used in the commission of that bank robbery. That's what the sheriffs are worried about right now. Not so much the money's coming out, but we'll deal with that later. Right now, they're worried that these suspects may still be armed. So they're using caution. They're going past Hoover here, on 47th. But that's what they're really concerned with. What weapons were used in the crime, getting interviews from the witnesses there, passing that information along to the sheriff's department to see what they've got as far as an officer safety situation. This is the third pursuit in as many days as we come off of Figueroa southbound on 40, Figueroa 47. This is the third pursuit in as many days here in the Southern California area that we have covered here on ABC 7. Sheriff's Aero Bureau helicopter going through the frame there, keeping an eye as it goes southbound on Figueroa. You're getting further down to the South Los Angeles area as we cross 51st here at Figueroa. But so far right now, the past couple minutes, haven't seen any more money coming out. But again, that big concern, Philip and Leslie, is weapons involved. What weapons were involved in this crime? And we're coming up on some construction site here, which because he's going back westbound. That's 53rd Street here from Figueroa as he moves back towards Hoover and then Vermont. Well, still westbound. Can't we go any further west? And Philip, we just got confirmation. And Vermont, as we come up on Vermont here, passing Vermont on westbound 53rd, we just got confirmation that there are at least two people in the backseat along with the driver. So we still think we have three suspects on board. And we talked earlier about that pursuit intervention technique. Not something they want to do, especially if the suspect is armed. We're going to continue westbound if we can here as quickly as we can catch up with this thing. But when the suspect is armed, what that does is that puts those officers right next to that vehicle. And that's not something they want to do tactically unless they know that the suspects are not armed. And right now, we don't know that information. We have to go northbound on Budlong 53rd back up towards the Coliseum area. Absolutely. Westbound. West. West. Catch up, please. Oh, back northbound. Back westbound for Brandon. Come on. Come on. Eastbound. Eastbound. Northbound. He is northbound. Yeah. We're northbound Kansas, guys. We're making our way back up towards Vernon area, just past Vernon, coming back up on North Luther King. You almost see these people on the intersection as they're driving by, no one can drive by, and then waving their hands like throw me money, and getting in the way of the officers, the deputies here, turning back eastbound. And again, very dangerous, but that is definitely a felony to get involved in like that. So a lot of work, a lot of money being thrown out here. Officers got their hands full. But eventually, what's going to happen here is the suspect's going to stop at one point. Most likely, the suspects are going to run. And when they do that, they're going to set up that containment with help of LAPD. Even though this the sheriff's the primary agency on this pursuit, LAPD is being advised Southwest and 77th Division. We just got confirmation now there are only two suspects in the car, not three. We're going to continue here approaching Hoover eastbound. Correction, yeah, eastbound, not for the street. But LAPD is being advised 43rd Street crossing Hoover. A bag just came out. You see there, so it's definitely going to pick that up. But now we're going to be northbound on Hoover, going right back towards that Coliseum area. LAPD Southwest Division in this area, moving between 77th Division and Southwest Division. You can be assured that LAPD is watching this. They might even have an airship overhead and coordinating very closely with the sheriffs on what's going on with these guys. I think we're four entries. Westbound, Vermont, T intersection, southbound. Got it. So, yeah, westbound. Yeah, it's very interesting to see this. Now, it's a very, they don't really know how many suspects because they don't know if they had some standoff suspects sitting in the car during the robbery. Okay, he's up on the sidewalk here. We're going to move a little bit further. Went up on the sidewalk there, nearly hit pedestrians southbound of Budlong. That was Budlong, we think, at 43rd when he went off on the sidewalk. Coming back westbound. See, there was no need for that suspect to go up on the sidewalk. Not really sure why he did it. We didn't see anything in the street there in his way. Back eastbound, coming back towards us. But getting a little reckless now, getting a little careless and reckless. And again, so look at these people just running out of the street. This is just absolutely nuts. These people need to know that this is a dangerous situation with armed suspects and the vehicle itself. I mean, he's going to hit somebody here if this continues. Talk to me on 6J. That's right, and that is Philip, you nailed it on the head right. That's a big consideration when an officer involves shooting. I mean, they have to consider their background, and these suspects start to engage the officers. They're not usually concerned about hitting other people, but those officers have to be very, very careful as we go northbound Vermont to the wrong side of the street. They got to be very, very careful on what their background is. Almost just seeing it hit one of our trucks there, but going back northbound on Vermont here looks like that might be Vernon as he goes back westbound. No, just turn westbound. Yeah, let's go further west. Yeah, see, this is not a good idea. These are citizens getting involved. Sheriffs are out, guns are drawn, hands are out. Okay, it looks like they're giving it up. They're going to pull them out. Very dangerous situation here. Not sure if they know. That's all I got. To know if they are armed or not. The sheriff's not taking any more chances. Pulling at least two suspects out of the car, clearing the right side of the car, and taking them into custody. Well, look, you can see that suspect coming out, got a tie on, possibly to mix into the crowd at the bank, but they're loading them up into the vehicles right now. Now the idea is they want to get out of this area right now because you can see the individuals here kind of crowding around here. They want to try to clean this up as quickly as possible. The crowd looks very supportive right now, clapping their hands and waving. It looks very supportive, but you can see the concern with those officers, both sheriffs and LAPD. suspects are now being taken into custody here. But yeah, just what a wild pursuit here, guys, down here. We haven't seen anything like this. We'll get to the cross street to where this thing terminated here. You can give that to me. We're gonna be working. No. Yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, you can absolutely want to get out of there, Philip and Leslie. You absolutely want to get. Well, that is actually that's a deputy there, Philip. That's a deputy. Looks to be a deputy investigator in that green colored shirt, blue jeans. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Say again. And Philip and Leslie, we're now hearing that the sheriffs and LAP are requesting at least 6 or 7 additional units to respond to the area for crowd control. You can see that's a 77th unit there at Kansas and Vernon, where we believe is terminated, trying to do crowd control, peel off these citizens and these people walking away from this crime scene at this point, get them out of the area. And so they're requesting backup and assistance to clear out this area right now. At least 200 to 300 individuals, possibly even more, in this intersection, causing this ruckus here. We believe it's Kansas and Vernon, and yeah, we just got confirmation on that.
Mark! Hey, Mark!
Yeah.
Are you asleep?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
Priority here, Leslie. They want to get these suspects out of here before these people